You also need to know yourself. I'm working on it. I read your case file. Impressive work. Hardly textbook, but I suppose fieldwork never is. Tell me, what did it feel like, taking lives?
Random. Disordered.
Hey everybody, First Look Gamers here. I'm Chris.
I'm Suj.
And I'm John.
And today we are going to talk about Hitman the Beta.
I played the first Hitman. Did you guys play the first one?
Yeah, I did. It was a long time ago.
I played I think one of the very first ones, and it was like on PlayStation 2 or something like that. I did enjoy that. It was fun. I had a lot of fun playing Hitman, and I thought it was great.
Yeah, I played the original Hitman, codename 47,
Mhm.
when it launched in 2000 on the PS1, and
Right.
that was a good game.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Actually, I'm pretty sure I played the one that you had bought, but
Yeah.
this Hitman reminds me a lot of that old version of it, the original. It seemed like there were a lot of aspects from the original that they brought into this Hitman Beta. Of course, it is Hitman, so that's expected.
I also played the second Hitman, which was Silent Assassin,
Mhm.
and then I tried Contracts, which was number 3, and I just kind of lost interest in the series.
It would seem easy to lose interest in the series, I think. I obviously haven't played the first ones, and I'm not sure how it looks or how it plays. If it's kind of the same thing, you would get bored of it, don't you think?
Yeah.
It's a lot of repetition.
And this game is, it's the same. I mean, that's a Hitman game, and it looks like one thing I did notice we had brought up earlier was just like in Tomb Raider, they made the Tomb Raider game, and the new one out is just Tomb Raider. This one, the name is just Hitman. I don't know if, like you were saying, Suj, that they're going to try to make a franchise and jump off to a next gen console type platform with the start of this title here.
Right. So basically, what the way I see it is, if you have a franchise, a Hitman franchise, and it's really popular and people like it from, starting from 47 all the way to the latest one, I believe Absolution or Sniper or whatever. Now, people like those titles and like the game, and it's pretty popular. If you're gonna call the name by just Hitman, so you're making it, this is Hitman, this is what it is, and that's how we're gonna be presenting the game, you would think it's gonna be the best one of the series, right? Not necessarily the best one, but it's has to be really good.
I would call it a reboot.
Yeah, more like a reboot. That was that one scene there too. That was a nice little takedown. That
That
was
was.
more like a classic Hitman type mentality where you go in there sneaking and you get a silent kill. And there was a lot of that. I noticed you're doing a lot of sneaking, which is, that's what the franchise is about. It's one of those types where you're going in stealth. You're trying to set things up, make it so that and they make it too so that it's a sandbox type game, which is nice. You're able to kind of go about the entire mission how you want. There's multiple ways to kill a guy. You can put rat poison into their drink. You can just go in there and garrote them, and you can shoot them with a silenced weapon. Or if you want to go guns blazing, I wouldn't recommend it. You can do that.
You
So
can. It doesn't work well.
no, it doesn't.
It can get messy. Hitman, especially like this, and I think Absolution was kind of the same in a way where you can do things however you want. You can kill people however you want. That is, possible in the game. And I like that they give you that option. They give you the option of doing whatever the heck that you like to do.
They do give you that option. I think the problem here is that you don't have a good reason to do it.
Absolutely. Most of the times, you could set up this huge, elaborate plan, and it's going to be difficult. There's going to be a process to it. You can, in one of the beta missions, you're able to set up a jet, a single fighter jet ejection seat, where the guy is going to retreat into the jet and take off, and you rig the ejection seat to make him fly out.
Which would be
And
amazing to see.
It
It
would
would
be
be.
awesome to see. I when we were playing and recording the game, that's what I wanted to see, and maybe that would have changed my mind, the overall, like verdict of what I think about it.
Oh yeah, and then ultimately I found the most effective, easiest, and just I mean, there's just no reason to do it otherwise. It's just to go and punch him in the face and knock him out.
It's so funny because the punching in the face part is basically like you go up and you punch a guy in the face and he just gets knocked out. It's just like one punch man, I guess.
One punch man. Yeah, there you go. One punch. Yeah, it's not even like a haymaker. It's just a little jab, but it always works. This is one punch man.
And you can
Right.
punch him like in the side of the neck, and he's out. It doesn't even matter.
And so, there's no, I feel at least in my opinion, there's no drive to go and do anything more other than just that's the most effective way to go about it. Now, maybe it's just because it's a beta, I'm hoping, but I hope there's incentives to actually go through these amazing elaborate plans that they do have set where you can go and find different ways to take out your target instead of just punching him in the face.
Right. And since you mentioned like it's a beta, this game is coming out March 11th, and I don't think the graphics are up to par. It definitely looks like past gen graphics, really. The gunplay is kind of clunky and it's weird, especially when you're going out and aiming, and it gets kind of messy, and you're trying to kill people as fast as possible. It's kind of difficult just because of the how weird the gunplay feels.
We recorded this off the PS4, but it definitely just looks like a PS3 game.
It does. There's a lot of like frame drops that shouldn't be there. I believe there was a closed beta that took place. That stuff, all of that stuff, or most of it at least, should have been tested and resolved. And I guess if the game is going to come out on March 11th, all that stuff should have been fixed
Yeah,
by
from the
this
time of
time.
this recording, they now have 6 days to fix everything, which you know is not going to happen.
If the AI was pretty bad, like you see here, most of them would like step out of cover and try to run at you in a weird way where like this guy, I don't even know what he's trying to do right here. He's just running across and trying to shoot you, I guess. That's just a horrible AI design.
If you got into some problems, all you had to do is just change disguises, and they would just forget all about it. Everything's cool.
Right. But again, that can be, you could say that this is part of, the Hitman, that this is part of who you are and this is what the game is all about kind of. But again, it doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel real, you know.
I mean, even the lip sync, if you look right here, there's a part where basically they don't even have the audio synced well with the cinematics,
Random. Distorted.
and that's a basic problem. We're
If the
beyond that.
cinematics are not done correctly, then God knows how the gameplay is going to be like in the final release.
Something like that is forgivable in 2006, but it's 2016.
This is
Um,
2016 for
we're
crying out loud.
past like things not looking right in the cinematics.
Right. Bad cinematics and lip syncing, that's unacceptable. Invisible walls? Invisible,
Mhm.
look at that. Like this is really not acceptable for
Bouncing off the wall. There's a wall there.
yeah, I mean for a AAA game like Hitman and for a publisher like Square Enix, I would not expect a game to be like that, honestly. I know it's a beta, we all know it's a beta, but I mean, are they really gonna fix all these problems? You guys think they're gonna fix all these problems in like 5 days, 6 days, whatever it is?
No, it's too soon. They're not gonna fix anything.
And you know what though? I mean, there's still the story was good. I did like the story. It was interesting. You kind of want to continue on to see where this is gonna go. It's a classic Hitman type story where he's a fresh agent. It seems they're just picking him up.
And the way they set up the objectives and challenges, I think, would be really cool if they gave you more incentive to want to go out of your way to spend the extra time and the extra effort to do them.
Right.
Yeah, and you know what? They might. It just may have not been provided in the beta. So that's,
That
something.
yeah, that is. It could be just limited to the things that they want to show in the beta, but there's a lot more to it. Who knows? We're gonna have to see.
Okay, so at this point, let's talk about how we rate this in an overall score. And will you be buying this game, Chris?
I will give this overall a 67 out of 100. I felt there was just a lot to improve. The content was decent. The gameplay seemed a little repetitive and it wasn't really grabbing my interest. Am I going to buy this? Probably not.
Suj?
I'm gonna rate it at 53%. And the reason why I'm giving it this rating is because I feel like a Hitman game, a AAA title, a Square Enix publisher game, should be much, much better than this in terms of graphics, the gameplay, especially the clunky gunplay and all of that, all the FPS problems. That should not be a thing in 2016. Will I buy this? It depends. If the game gets patched, all these problems gets patched, and it becomes a better game, something that is more appealing than what we have in the beta, there's more content, then maybe.
I'm going to give this a 72 and 3/8 just because I think that
Did
it
you
has
just say
potential.
3/8?
3/8, yes, 72 and 3/8.
Okay.
I think it has potential. I think it brings back a lot of nostalgia, and I'm really banking on the fact that this is a beta and it's not the final product. But I think that's about all we've got for today.
Yep, there you have it. The first look into the Hitman Beta.
Please like, comment, and subscribe, share with all your friends, and thanks for watching.
Bye bye.